Welcome back to Metal Express Radio. We're here today with Marcelo, Felipe, Gui from the Brazilian melodic rock band Landfall. They have 2 singles out, and their new album, The Turning Point, is coming out next week on September 4th through Frontier Records. Guys, can each of you tell a little bit about yourselves for people who are not familiar with the band yet, please?
Okay, who go first? Who goes?
You go first, I guess. Usually the guy who asks.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm Marcelo Gelbcke, guitar player from Landfall, and I'm also a producer for the band. And I have a studio here in Curitiba called MGC Studio, and I do lots of things, audio related and music related. And I've been a professional since I'm 18 years old. And I'm also a guitar player and do a lot of gigs around here playing. And that's it, guys. That's it.
Gui, you're the next one.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Well, I'm Gui Oliver. I'm the lead singer, songwriter, and everything else. I'm the former lead singer from the band Auras that have also released an album 10 years ago by Frontier Records. And I'm living here in Cascavel. I'm not living in Curitiba anymore, where the band is based. And I'm still doing music here, writing for other musicians and of course writing for the band also. And I have my own studio here, and I'm working a lot during these years. Felipe.
Right. Okay, so my name is Felipe Souzza. I'm the drummer and producer for Landfall. Currently working as sideman as well, with a lot of projects, a lot of bands, and doing this for a while. So yeah, basically that's it.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. Look, I listened to your single, Rush Hour. I love it, man. Such a great song. What has been the reception so far to the 2 singles?
You know, I feel that both of them are doing great. I think Road of Dreams is a more radio-oriented and more open, more wide. It has a more wide range of a reception. But Rush Hour is also good because it has those chops, and it's a fast song, and it shows to people that we're not only the radio and the radio thing, you know. We also have chops, and we like doing fast songs and heavy stuff, and so I think it shows the 2 of them shows a lot of the variety we have in the band, you know.
Awesome.
No, it's I think it's very hard to pick just a song to let people know about your music, and especially in our album, because we have a lot of different songs. And of course, we are a melodic rock band with AOR influences and hard rock influences, but you know, the first one, Road of Dreams, is very melodic rock song. So people, they didn't realize that we are a hard rock band. So then in Rush Hour, you know, we just kick their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the time that we released Road of Dreams, if the people expect to listen something like Road of Dreams on the second single, the people was like, oh man, those guys really have kind of different ideas and different songs, and you can discover that on the completely album, on the entire album.
Absolutely, and such a joy to listen to. So, guys, I know at least 3 of you were very big Dream Theater fans, and I know you guys from the time where you were Wild Child. But Can you tell us a little bit about like what the road was coming from Wild Child and landing with Landfall and Gui?
Yeah.
Well, I think Wild Child was a more experimental thing, you know. We were very young too, so we're trying and doing different things. And I think the difference is really our age. You know, we are older now.
And the experience.
I hope smarter.
Yeah.
You know, and with Gui and Landfall, I think we are doing more focused thing. You know. And we also have more experience in recording, in producing, you know. Yeah. I have this studio for 10 years now, so it's almost like we're getting better and better because we're actually living it, you know, living the thing. So that's it, Felipe.
Yeah, I mean, as Marcelo just said, 2 of the albums that we have back with Wild Child was done on Marcelo's studio, so that's why we're getting the experience, we're getting the way that how the things are done, and you know that's hopefully we're getting better each day.
And also, I have to mention here that now we have a very strong songwriter that is Gui, you know.
Yeah.
So he brings his ideas, and he's definitely I love you too, man. And he has this power with writing melodies, and we didn't have this in the past, you know. So it's kind of new and also very very good to have Gui and 4 members always doing things, you know, working together.
Yeah.
It's just a different chemistry. And a better chemistry.
I remember the first time I saw the guys playing in the dark basement, ugly, you know, a long time ago.
Oh God!
We were playing their music there, and you know, the first time I saw these guys, I knew that they were awesome. They are great musicians, and I remember that the first guy that I played with was Thiago, because I had a cover band and he joined the band. And Thiago's a great guy. He's awesome also. And then the other guys leave the band. I asked these 2 guys to join the band. I think we did 1 concert.
Yeah.
Together as a cover band.
And the set list was amazing. Amazing set list. Like 30 songs. But we got like not only the hits, you know, other stuff from bands we used to play, like Mr. Big, Winger,
awesome.
Whitesnake, and the set list was amazing. But we did just 1 show,
1 concert. Yeah,
that's a lot of learning for not a lot of playing.
And I remember the day that Marcelo called me. I was driving my grandma to the airport, and I received a call. And I remember this like today. And he asked me if I would like to make a concert with them. And of course, it was a very, you know, a great concert for bands that wanted to show their music to the public.
It was 4 a.m. in the morning, right?
4 a.m. in the morning, but there are...
It was a anniversary here. The first show Gui did with us, we still were a Wild Child.
Yeah.
And it was a anniversary for a very well-known bar here. You know Crossroads, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yes. And it was the 12th anniversary of the bar. So it was in a very big place. It was an excellent showcase for us, you know.
It was in 2017, I think, right?
2017, yes.
And
the concert was great, you know.
The first concert that we got Gui on the band was before he joined us. So yeah, it's kind of messy, but
well, you gotta try it out, right? Yeah, I guess that's what you call like a low stakes audition.
Yeah, it was like an audition,
but it was very hard. But it was very hard for me because, you know, the former singer has a different voice, so it was tough because I had to. What?
You know, and then I remember that when we were rehearsing, I used to talk to Felipe and Gui, and we were talking about the vibe, you know, the vibe of the place the four of us together was a totally different thing, you know. Of course, we laugh a lot, but it was very productive too. Those rehearsals, I remember. We used to come here Saturday morning to rehearse. It was a very nice time.
I miss those days. Yeah. Because today, nowadays, we have Gui living in Cascavel, as a different city, the countryside.
It's like 8 hours out.
Yeah. And we have.
I drive fast.
Thiago. Yeah, and we have
rush hour, man.
Thiago living in Mexico. So, man, it's difficult to get everyone together and play, and you know. But
I think at the same time now, since myself, Felipe, and Thiago, we like play together literally for 10 years now.
10 years, yeah.
10 years. And we have such a great chemistry and such a great method of doing things that the fact that Thiago is in Mexico and Gui is in Cascavel almost doesn't change nothing, right?
Yeah. We actually produce lots of things more and better than we used to do before, when everyone was living in the same city, in the same place, you know.
Yeah.
This is something that it's kind of transparent for us. It doesn't change anything.
Oh, that's awesome, guys. And glad to hear you're still producing music. Like, a lot of times when one of the key members moves kind of away from town, it's a hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
But glad to hear it's working out for you guys. So, Gui, I guess I'll turn the question on its head a little bit and ask you, what happened to Auras and what have you done in the last 10 years?
Well, Auras, I would like that Auras would have a real band, but it was myself and Felipe, and we did all the music and everything, and we put our soul and hearts into the band. But suddenly, you know, we had to do something. And we just two of us want to do something, at least.
Right.
I can say that just myself want to do something. So, you know, I started to play around. I stopped playing. You know, I didn't sing anymore. It was a tough time. Then I decided then a friend of mine invited me to have a cover band, and then I always write songs. I have plenty of songs here, and I love to do this. For me, it's my, you know, it's what I love to do. But we just stopped now. Last year we got together and we started to write some music, but I don't know what will happen. And now I'm focusing on Landfall, and you know, Landfall is a band, so we work together. We decide everything together, and we divided all the things. So but I stopped singing for a while because I was I don't know. I want to get out of the music business and everything else. And the record was great because people love it. I don't know. Yeah. So it's very oriented album. But you know, some things happen in life that, you know, now I'm with Landfall, and it's wonderful. Now I have a real band that we can work together. So it's different. It's very different. And we write together. So I'm focused now in the band.
Awesome, man.
Super grateful that we have Guy in the band.
Well, I guess he's also grateful that he has you guys. So it's a good combination.
We love each other. And now the best thing is that I can write a song and I know that these guys can play anything. So, you know, it's easy. It's easy.
Right. So as we're already in the subject of writing songs, who writes the songs? Is it just you, or is it all of you together?
Everyone.
Yeah,
it depends.
Go ahead.
I think we have sometimes I start a song and show the guys and they produce the song, you know. So for example, Rush Hour, Marcelo came with a riff, and I just put the lyrics and the melodies, and it's done. So depends on each song, but everybody put their style on the song. So I think
we have basically our way to develop things, to build things. Basically, right on the beginning that we were talking about the Wild Child, the other band. Basically, Marcelo, I, and Thiago, we just get together in the room and start to do some gigs, some jams, and started to build some idea. And then we go home, we record a lot of things on the recorder, and then now we're kind of pre-producing the things. Meanwhile, we're building the ideas. So the whole thing start to get wrapped before the idea is completely entire. So we have our own way to build the things. We just go to the room, and then the other day we go to the tech room, and then start to make some adjustments and some minor things. So that's why we're doing things. Maybe Marcelo can talk a little bit.
Of course, we as players and we as musicians of a rock band, of a rock and roll band, we like to play. We like to go to the room and jam and play and try things, but not always we are able to do it. So sometimes we do, like Gui sends us, for example, Road of Dreams. Gui sent a song with an acoustic guitar in his voice, and we arranged the song without going to play in the room,
Right.
Just in in my room here, in the tech room, and we just, I plugged my guitar into a guitar rig, and Felipe is already a master in programming drums, Guys,
I cannot play at my home, I need
my God.
to do something.
so fast, and the technical part, all the dynamics, he does everything. And this song, for example, we did like this, Gui sent us the song. I think we never played this song, did we? As a group, the four of us?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
I've seen you guys play it inside a container. What was that?
Yeah.
I think that was the first time that we played together the song.
Actually,
the best example of what Marcelo is talking about is the song called Jane's Carousel. And I remember that I sent a part of the song to the guys, and then they sent me back, and I was, what the hell? They put the magic there, and it's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, mine too.
Jane's Carousel is great.
And one thing that I'd like to comment is that we're releasing the making of the Turning Point, right, on our YouTube channel. And on those videos, we have some kind of footages that we made with the GoPro, the cam, inside the room. And actually, we're building the song, we're building the tracks. So that's basically our weekly job that we're doing at that time. So think about 3 guys or 4 guys with Gui right now that is building things inside the room and outside the room as well. So that was weekly basis. It was really nice.
Because since we learned to produce, to record by ourselves and everything, sometimes we go through the technical part already. We don't have to. We don't have a producer. We are the producers. So
is that like a deliberate choice? Did you deliberately choose not to work with someone external because you don't want external input, or is it more of a circumstance thing of like, okay, we're already here, so let's just record it?
I always thought the band to be our laboratory. Is it labor? No. How can I say that?
Laboratory.
Yeah, laboratory.
Laboratory.
You know, to try things and to learn how to produce. You know, it was the opportunity we had. Myself having the studio here and Felipe living so near here, so we always look at the band as an opportunity to grow and to be a better producer and musician. So we kind of have our own way to do things, you know.
Yeah, we're kind of self-sufficient right now. You know that there's no other stuff besides the arts and the designs and the videos. You know. Most of the videos I do myself, but
Really?
the other stuff is something like we're self-sufficient right now. We're kind of have this kind of experience, right? So that kind of.
But this doesn't mean that one day we can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
But
It's just a matter of it's faster to do it ourselves, you know.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
I know that you guys love to do this.
Yeah,
And we love
to
to do
do
it,
it.
of course.
That's not something that we we need to produce this kind. No, we love to do it. So yeah, let's do it.
Right. Since we're talking producers, I think like one other band that likes to self-produce a lot is Dream Theater, right? And we were talking about Dream Theater before our interview call. But what other influences maybe do you have as a band rather than as individuals?
What I think is we're not kind of influenced by Dream Theater in the band, but we have that kind of spicy stuff that we got on some chops, on some riffs. But as we used to say, the band is influenced by hard rock, melodic rock, and have some AOR moments, you know. What I can say is, for me, what I see on Landfall's influences is something like Extreme, Mr. Big, a lot of Mr. Big, because we're four of us are big fans of the band, and we love them. And what else, guys?
Yeah, so I would say these hard rock bands, let's say spicy hard rock bands with chops and technical stuff, and also the big ones like Journey, Bon Jovi. We like these sides of the virtuosity, but we also like to write songs for everyone. So the big ones are a great influence too.
And the classic hour bands, Journey and Foreigner and Survivor,
Van Halen, and of course, like Felipe said, Mr. Big is. I think we all love the band, and I think we also nowadays are influenced by the frontiers bands too. Lots of them,
The melodic rock scene.
Yeah, like Eclipse and Revolution Sense, Hardline. Of course, we are fans of the label too,
Yeah.
Not only musicians, but we are fans. So we are always keeping in touch with the releases, and like, for example, Friday is the release day. So of the month, one Friday of the month is the release day, and we got to we have to we can listen to the albums and discuss it ourselves. Yeah. So I would say that Frontiers bands are also a big influence for us nowadays, and it totally makes sense, right?
Yeah. For us, it was a dream come true to sign with the label, because we were already big fans from the bands and all the details and the catalog. It's really, really great.
Right. Yeah, I heard some people compare your voice to Steve Perry's from Journey. What would you say is your main influence as a singer?
Man, I really don't. How can I say? I'm a huge Steve Perry fan, and I can't deny that. because when I started playing in cover bands, we play a lot of Journey songs. But I know he's a legend, and I try to do my best. And for me, it's great to be, when people say it on. Sometimes I sing like Steve Perry. I think that our voices are a little bit different, and it's hard to be compared with the King. So,
Yeah.
well, I think the way we construct the melodies, sometimes I used to listen to him a lot, and it's something that is not, I don't think I want to sound like Steve Perry or Journey, but it's something that happens sometimes, and I think it's more like this, not the voice, because his voice is something unbelievable. I'm a huge fan.
Your voice too, man.
Yeah, but Perry is a genius.
I think Gui sounds like Gui.
Yeah.
Right. But that's better.
And it's a big shoes to fit, But
Yeah.
I really don't care. People say, I know that it's an honor. It's an honor. But
It's a huge compliment, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
I don't know. It's great, but he's amazing.
Yeah, it's also a lot of pressure in it.
Yeah, but I really don't. Yeah, I will keep doing my job.
Right. Fair enough. So, guys, I think you're like the fourth or fifth band that Frontiers picked up inside the hard rock / heavy metal scene in Curitiba, right? Like,
Yeah.
Auras was probably the first one. Then we had Electric Mob, Semblant. What do you guys think has changed in the last decade or so that has finally seen the scene bearing some fruit there?
Oh, let's see. I think people are getting better. Like I said, we were here 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But we kept working. Semblant, for example, it's the same case. They kept working. Electric Mob, the guys, maybe not 10 years, but the guys are around for a good time.
A long time, yeah.
They kept working. So I think people are getting better here, man. And
the bands are becoming more professional. They wanted something. They just don't want to just play in a bar and they wanted to be a real band.
Yeah, Marcelo said something that I was going to say, that we were here 10 years ago, and then we were pushing the things forward, and we never stop, we never quit, we never give up, like our song.
Like our song, never.
And that's something that maybe those guys from Europe or the other labels, I mean, they're kind of noticing that we, outside of the Europe or America or any other country, we have some good stuff coming out from here and from other countries as well. Because a lot of Frontiers is signing with a lot of bands from so many different countries, not just here on south of Brazil, but we have some different bands in different countries. So maybe it's time to think about more on the. We have some other bands coming out, so some great bands coming out. So that's what I think. It's the discipline, the hard work on it. So maybe.
I think also in terms of Brazil, for example, Curitiba, we are very closed. We are friends from the other bands. So we are always supporting them. And, we don't have that thing, I don't want you to be a big band. No, we are friends and we want the best for everybody. So I think this is something really important here.
Yeah.
Here not, but in Curitiba, because
Right.
the bands, they grew up together, so they support each other. and it's great.
Yeah, we know, for example, Sergio, the Semblance voice, for maybe more than 10 years.
I mean, everybody used to buy records from him. Am I right?
Yeah, I take records.
We started playing on his bar. On his old bar.
Right.
Oh, so
And Alex, and they Semblant, they rehearse here in the studio. They record with me here.
Right.
You know, Renan from Electric Mob is a close friend. You know, so.
Actually, Renan from Cascavel is here.
What we have in common, I think what we have in common is the same focus, you know. We want to do things different than playing bars here, you know.
Yeah.
We want to build something, we want to build a career, we want to build a discography, you know. We as musicians, we have a lot to say. We have a lot to say. So I think this is what we have in common, these 4 or 5 bands you mentioned.
Awesome. So, guys, I know COVID hit Brazil pretty hard, right? And it's hitting, well, still going around in the whole world. You probably had plans for the release of this album that might have changed a little bit. How has the impact hit you so far?
yeah, so we're kind of 6 months locked at home. We cannot go out. Sometimes I go to the studio to do something, you know, but it was really difficult for us because Thiago was back in Brazil for 1 week. He stayed for more than 5 months here with us. He just got back to Mexico.
He couldn't go back. Back because of the lockdown and the planes and everything.
Yeah, it was really good for us because we had our bases here. We kind of produced a lot of things, but for us, it's kind of we were trying before to schedule something to release the when the album come out, to do some gigs, to do some tours, but right now is not the best moment, you know. So yeah, everything changed.
So how about the release? Are you doing at least like a release party or a release show?
Yeah, maybe online, maybe, you know.
Yeah, we're planning something like a live stream, maybe a real-time listening party, something like this to discuss the album. Something's gonna happen for sure. And there's one more video that comes out in the day of the release. So, and more stuff are coming. We would love to do a concert here. Let's hope to maybe the next year. I think it will happen at least one at a release show. Probably playing the album in its entirety, something like this. We're looking forward. Let's see what happens. We don't know.
That's great. And how about touring outside of the country, going to Europe, going to America? I mean, Frontiers is going to put your name in front of a very international audience that will be hungry to hear you. So, are there plans?
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's the dream. Let's see what happens, but let's pray for that.
Yeah, what I noticed from the internet and social media is that on Europe, some of the bands already started to book a new dates, and you know, for the next year. So the situation there is kind of more controlled than here. So yeah, we cannot plan anything for now.
Well, my intention was to be in Europe now this week, just to promote an album and, you know, do some things. But, you know, I don't know what will happen. But I plan, you know, as a band, we plan to go outside, you know, in some very, I think, specific, you know, some festivals that we know that our music is not, you know, how can I say, popular, like heavy metal or something like that. We are a melodic rock band, so.
Oh, think again. I mean, One Desire, they've topped the charts when they released Hurt for like 3-4 months, right?
Yeah.
In Finland.
Yeah, it can
Great
be.
band, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that the Midnight Empire album? That
Yeah.
song?
No, that was the previous song actually. The previous album.
Ah,
Hurt was their big single. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Yes.
know what happened.
and we saw that some days ago that we were in the UK Amazon charts.
Amazon charts, hot new releases.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Great.
That
we made
was a surprise for us.
Yeah, we made a post. We made a post on the day, and then we were in a position 5. And then some hours later, he just sent us, "Oh my God, we are in the 3rd position, man!" It was.
Man, congratulations.
Yes.
Well deserved.
And the album doesn't came out.
Yeah, and despite the fact, the way I feel is that, of course, COVID sucks. You know, it's a bad thing. Not everybody is doing well. You know, but on the other hand, I think it's a relief for us to release the album and to get this great the great feedback we're having. So we're not that bothered. So because we can't play live right now, we're kind of enjoying the moment, you know.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Is there something you wanna say to your fans before we close the interview?
Well,
Let me think.
I would like to thank everybody that support the band, because, you know, we receive many messages that people around the world that they just like the 2 songs that we have already released, and from ourselves, since hours, there are people that you know follow me and they ask me about a band, and now they know Landfall. So, you know, it's just a great, you know, I would like to say thank you for everybody, and of course, from Tears for believing in us, and Marcelo Gelbcke, that he's great. He has been great to us, and you know, I hope people enjoy the album. And it's we love to do it, and I think there are many great songs that probably people will enjoy more than the two that we released now.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to say something here. Guys, please go and listen to the full album. Don't make conclusions out of 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah.
For God's sake. Because the album has so much different stuff, you know, so much variety. We thought about the rides, about the ride of the order of the track. So it has an amazing flow. So please go and listen to the full album. I think this is the hard rock AOR album we always wanted to do, you know. So we put our hearts on it, and I would like also to thank Frontiers and to thank Alessandro Gelbcke, who is a friend who mastered the album and became a close friend, and he was the one who showed our work to Frontiers, and we ended up signing. So he's amazing, and I would like to thank all the fans, all the great feedback. You know, we're very happy for the feedback, and let's hope for the future. I think we're doing a lot of stuff in the next years, lots of more albums to come.
Yep.
So looking forward to the future. Yes.
Those guys just said everything. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Alex, for the interview. It's really important.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And I hope everyone just enjoyed the album and listened to the album. It was really great moment for when we were making it. And then I hope everyone enjoy it. Thanks.
Brilliant. Guys, where can people go to get your album?
to get our album, it will be available on Spotify. It will be available on Deezer, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon. Man, it's so many places. All the streaming platforms, it will be available. It will be available on Frontiers Rock Shop on the internet. And what else? It's on Amazon as well, I've just said. And for more information, you can access our Instagram or Facebook. And our website will be coming up on next days. I'm just setting some things up. And our Instagram is Landfall Band, if I'm not mistaken. Landfall Band. And our Facebook page is Landfall Official. So, look, my dog is here.
We just released, we are currently releasing actually the making of the album. So for people who are interested, you can go there at our Instagram or Facebook and check these videos, because it shows a little bit of the process to build an album and everything.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're actually commenting. We're doing some comments on the making of about each song, and then you can have just a little snippet of what is coming on. So yeah.
Brilliant. I'll make sure to put link to those videos in the interview description and on the interview on our website.
All right.
To people listening and viewing, you can read our review on Landfall's debut album on MeadowExpressRadio.com on Friday, the 4th of September, the day the album comes out. If you tune in next week to Meadow Express Radio, you'll listen tracks from The Turning Point. Thank you very much, guys, and best of luck with the record.
Thanks,
Thank
Alex.
you, Alex.
Have a great day, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.